From Lagos, the nation's commercial capital, this is the news at 10. Live from Channels Television. Reporting tonight, Sulaiman Alede.
Hello and welcome tonight. 7 people killed as the Joint Task Force raids suspected terrorist hideouts in Kano. Imo State chapter of the PDP accuses Governor Okorocha of borrowing more funds than the state requires. State government says it's all fabrication. Frontline candidates in the Anambra governorship election push for more support ahead of the November 16th poll. And hundreds of people feared dead after Typhoon Haiyan swept through towns and cities in the Philippines.
And on business news tonight, Nigeria's inflation rate is predicted to continue its downward trend in the last quarter of the year.
And sports news, the victorious Golden Eaglets arrived the Murtala Mohammed Airport in Lagos this evening, but to no fanfare.
Now, 5 suspected terrorists and 2 operatives of the Joint Task Force have been confirmed dead following a raid carried out by the JTF at Hotoro quarters and Brigade General areas in Kano State, northwest of Nigeria. Confirming the incident to Channels Television, the JTF spokesman, Captain Ikedichi Iweha, said a team of the JTF stormed the 2 places in the early hours of today, resulting in a shootout which claimed 7 lives. He added that the alleged terrorists were in the process of finalizing plans to carry out simultaneous suicide attacks in Abuja and Kano State. Captain Iweha called on residents to continue to cooperate with security agencies and report any suspicious individuals to the appropriate authorities. The Imo State chapter of the People's Democratic Party has accused the state governor, Rochas Okorocha, of mortgaging the state through loans he collected from banks. At a press briefing at the party's secretariat in Owerri, the state capital, chairman of the PDP, Mr. Ezeduru Ihoma, said the government had collected over 60 billion naira from various banks without recourse to due process.
Gathered in this room are members of the Imo State chapter of the People's Democratic Party, and they are here to talk about the state and how it has been administered in the last 2 years. The chairman of the PDP began by accusing the governor of completely abandoning due process in the awards of contracts, outsourcing jobs to foreigners, as well as abandoning projects. But beyond these allegations, the PDP chairman raised the issue of finance, and he did not mince words when he accused the government of taking more loans than the state needs.
We challenge this government to tell the world how much Imo State government is owing, because I think it's getting scandalous. How much is Imo State government exposed to financial institutions by way of term loans or whatever? But let us conservatively put it at 62 billion. And we may ask, on what have you expended this money?
These allegations by the People's Democratic Party did not go unchallenged by the government. The senior special assistant on media to Governor Rochas Okorocha described them as mere fabrications.
16 billion is not for 1 naira, it's not 2 naira. We all stakeholders, and they agree on that allegation. So many years after, nothing has been provided to back up that claim. And if you come and against Michelle, a political party, 4 years, only flyover, no time, nothing. Why they think that is growing? Because of the level of achievement, that's all. To them it's a mystery. I can't understand it.
How far this war of words will go is yet to be seen.
Well, the Police Service Commission guidelines for the conduct of police officers during elections stipulate the maintenance of peace and security to enable voters exercise their franchise without fear of coercion, violence or manipulation. It is in the light of this that a civil society organization, in conjunction with the Department of Foreign and International Development, brought together divisional police officers in Anambra State to brainstorm on policing elections. Leading the civil society group is Chinedu Nwogu, who insisted that unless the police take up their responsibility effectively, a free and fair election will be difficult to achieve.
From the 3 area commands and 26 police divisions in Anambra State, divisional police officers gathered to be a part of a workshop on the role and responsibility of the police in ensuring free and fair elections ahead of the November 16th polls in the state. The forum, organized by a non-governmental organization in collaboration with British agency DFID, aims to promote public safety, security, and ensure that the police play a significant role in the area of accountability and responsibility for the citizens.
We seize the opportunity to engage with Nigerian Police Force, which is the leading institution on security, and also other sister agencies to discuss election security, to identify challenges and to find ways of dealing with them.
The organizers hope that the elections will be free of violence and election malpractices. Anambra State Deputy Commissioner of Police commended the organizers of the program and assured them of a free and fair election.
We are going to absolutely beef our manpower. You expect the best security arrangement for this election. Elections, like you know, in Nigeria are very critical points. They often come with a lot of challenges, a lot of political tension, and sometimes some level of violence. We have seen it in the general elections, and we have seen it in the staggered elections in different states. Every election is organized within a particular context. So you look at that context, you look at the issues that would put pressure on security within that particular environment, and you try to develop proactive strategies to deal with them.
With such an exercise, the public will be hoping for an effective policing during the election.
Well, we'll stay with the Anambra story. The political parties in that state are gearing up for the election day as they continue to campaign. The flag bearer of the All Progressives Congress, Senator Chris Ngige, has reiterated his resolve to transform the state's agricultural sector into a viable foreign exchange earner. Senator Ngige, who addressed thousands of party supporters in Orumba South local government area, also promised free education in primary and secondary schools.
A cheering crowd greeted the arrival of the APC governorship candidate and his convoy into Owerri Ezukala, a boundary community with Abia State. The crowd kept increasing as the convoy drove through Umonze Road. The team then had a brief stop at Umochukwu. The journey continued through the Okigwe Road, and the crowd grew geometrically. The final rallying point was at the open field of the St. Joseph's Catholic Church, Umonze. Women, children, and even trade groups all brandished banners and posters in support of the APC. The people of Orumba South are known for their agricultural prowess. Senator Chris Ngige says he will introduce sound agrarian policies that will enable the state to become self-sufficient in food production.
And from Orumba South alone, we can feed the whole of Anambra State. So, we are going to build agricultural extension points in most places in Orumba. And we are going to follow it up with fertilizer that will be free, loan that will be very cheap loan, interest free. We We are also going to give you farming equipment and mechanized equipment that will be hired free to you.
Orumba South has about a 40,000 voting population. The APC is hoping to capture a convincing percentage in the November 16 governorship election.
Well, another top contender for the governorship seat in Anambra State, the Labour Party candidate Ifeanyi Ubah, has also promised supporters in Idemili local government that he will continue to support the development processes in the area. He made the pledge at a well-attended rally where his campaign team hopes to garner more votes ahead of the elections.
It's not difficult to tell what party these men and women are in support of. The predominant shades of red sported around here are synonymous with the Labour Party colours. It's another tour by the flag bearer, Ifeanyi Ubah, and his entourage, this time the Idemili North local government area. The events which went into the evening also witnessed some defectors to the Labour Party. An overwhelming reception, it does appear, just as it bears his mind.
Looking back to his pedigree, he has been a man, an employer of labor. He has a listening ear. He's a philanthropist, a humanitarian. He has done so many things for Anambra State. If you listen to what our governor, Mr. P2B, said some time ago, that Anambra State needed him. Actually, we want him to occupy that seat. We know he will do better.
For Mr. Ubah, excessive government in Anambra has failed the people, especially the youth. A trend he claims will change when Labour Party takes over the state government.
Well, in part two, after the break, Ekiti State House of Assembly passes bill aimed at giving men and women equal opportunities. That's in a moment. Just stay with us.